We're here with Tri-Pedal Reviews. Today we'll be taking a look at the Strymon Nixie software editor for their Mobius, Timeline, and Big Sky pedals. This software is currently in beta. So for connections, we'll need a USB to MIDI cable. This is what that looks like. We have the USB connected to the computer and the MIDI cable connected to the Strymon. Once you first load Nixie, it's going to check your firmware, and if it is out of date, it's going to show this. You can go ahead and click on Update. Once the update is complete, it'll confirm it. You can just hit OK. Next, it'll look for the pedal and start loading your presets. So once we load the program after the firmware update is done, it will read all of our presets and load them. We can select presets on the right hand side here. We can adjust the parameters both in the application and on the pedal, but when you start adjusting on the pedal, you'll run into a common problem where your device suddenly disappears as it did here. We can try and detect the hardware again, which is probably going to freeze the program, I believe. And I tried unplugging the USB and plugging it back in again. Nothing helped except a complete relaunch of the program, which we will see here in a second. After a relaunch, it picks up the device and you're good to go again. It has the presets on the right hand side. Renaming them is as simple as double clicking in the box, typing whatever you would like into it. You can then write it to your pedal. This application has a tendency to do automatic backups, I believe, every time it senses a change, which makes it so there's a lot of backups. But it is kind of convenient. We can see, we can write these presets and we can read them from the pedal as well. And the reading doesn't take too long. Now you can create collections of presets, and how I thought of doing it was dragging those into the collection from the right hand side, but you don't want to do this because it only grabs the first preset of all the ones you've selected. What you instead want to do is highlight them all, right click, and go create collection. And then you can name the collection whatever you'd like, and that is how you work with those. Now, when you select presets on the left-hand side of the pane, it does not load the settings for those, so you can see it in the graphical window in the middle. You have to load them onto the list on the right, and then you can click on those, and you can see the settings for that specific preset. Up here we can view backups and restore them. This is just showing the folder in which those backups are stored. As you can see, there's a ton of them. And this is all auto backups. It's not necessarily ones that I've created. I didn't see a way to name your own backup, which was kind of annoying. But you could always go in and rename the ones with the timestamps. This is just showing some of the menu items. At this point, the application is not super feature rich, so this will probably change in the future, but there are several options, and we'll just see those here. Now, I've run into an issue where you click AB or BA for your preset, and it crashes the program, so I'm just showing that here. Now, you'll notice that my second round of collections was not saved when the program crashed. I'm not sure if this is a bug with the program crashing. I've noticed that the collections that I've created just don't always appear on the left-hand side after closing down the program. All in all, I think it is a nice program, but I think they have some bugs to flesh out, obviously. So we'll see what they do in the future.